Good afternoon. I'm Olivia Holas for Boca Magazine, and we are in such a treat with Mark Larkin, the president of Boca Raton Regional Hospital Foundation, and joined by Steve and Debbie Schmidt, who are the co-chairs of an amazing fundraising effort called the Sheets Challenge. It's so wonderful to have you here today for a Boca Goes Live.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Thank you.
I know you're all so busy, so we really appreciate you taking the time. And we will get into the Sheets Challenge, but Mark, first things first, please tell us more about the ongoing Keeping the Promise campaign and how much have you raised so far towards that initiative?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. And thanks for having us on today. This is really a special treat for us to be able to talk about the great progress at Boca Raton Regional Hospital. Our campaign, Keeping the Promise, dates back to our original founding of the hospital. Gloria Drummond lost her two children through a tragic situation in the neighborhood, and then she banded people together to raise the money that we needed to build the first hospital that opened its doors in 1967. And we made a promise, the community made a promise to her that we would always have a strong hospital in the community that can take care of its own when they need it most. And so we fast forward 53 years, we started the Keeping the Promise campaign to help us basically replace the hospital campus. We're building two new bed towers. We're going to go back and renovate the existing tower. We're building brand new surgery suites, and it's all through the support of the community and our partnership with Baptist Health South Florida. So we're at about just under 200 million. We hope the Sheets Challenge takes us over that $200 million mark, and our goal is 250 million. But the entire project cost, once it's going to be a 10-year project, will be probably right close to $1 billion. So remarkable thing happening in our community.
That is really wonderful. And, so much is happening to modernize the hospital, but how has the fundraising effort, how has it been impacted by COVID?
It's been interesting because I think people see more than ever how important a hospital is. And, and in our case, our hospital the community has grown, and the hospital has not necessarily been able to keep up with that yet. And so we have a lot of semi-private rooms. And in the world of COVID, private rooms are very important to stop the spread of COVID and for patient privacy and a whole host of reasons. And I think the community has really stepped up because they see the great work that our frontline healthcare workers are doing every day, the risk that they're taking coming into work to serve people with COVID. And they really appreciate that. So we had a record fundraising year last year, and this year we're well on our way to exceeding our goal for the calendar year and on track with the campaign, which is a multi-year effort through that. So really exciting stuff, and the community has been so supportive, and it's been leadership that have stepped forward, like Steve and Debbie Schmidt, to be able to say, this is important, we need to do this, we need to raise awareness along with raising money in the community. And I can't say thank you enough to the two of them and to Bob Sheets and Debbie Lindstrom for creating the Sheets Challenge for us. It's remarkable.
Well, that's really great to hear. The fundraising has not stopped and it's stronger than ever, which is amazing. Steve and Debbie, you are, at the forefront of the Sheets Challenge. You are co-chairing. What was the impetus for you to say, okay, let us lead the way?
Well, I've been involved, we've lived here about 12 years now, 13 years, and I got involved with the hospital just about shortly after I arrived. And I then became part of the foundation board and was active with Mark and helping move that whole process forward. And we were actually asked last year to host the ball, which is an annual event. It's one of the best fundraising events for the hospital. And so Debbie and I got the opportunity to co-chair that last year. And for some reason, Mark felt we did a good job and asked us to co-chair it again. And what happened was with COVID, we recognized that we simply couldn't have this tremendous ball that we normally had. And so to Mark's credit, to the foundation, and to all of our donors, and particularly Bob Sheets and Debbie Lindstrom, we got together, put our heads together and said, what can we do in place of a ball? And as a result of that, the idea of the Sheets Challenge came up. And it really is incredible the support that Bob Sheets and Debbie Lindstrom have given. I mean, they have agreed to contribute up to $1 million of matching funds for this campaign, which is just absolutely incredible. And it just speaks volumes to their philanthropic culture and who they are in the community. And so we're excited. It's a great opportunity, and we're hoping through this effort, we hope it's a one-time effort because we hope to be back to the ball next year. But right now, this is just launching something very, very special, and we're excited.
That's really great. And the funds that are raised through the Sheets Challenge, are they going towards a particular project that's happening at the hospital? Mark?
Yes, so they're focused on our Marcus Neuroscience Institute. That's one of the phases of the project that we've already started. And we have added some capabilities. We've become a comprehensive stroke center through the Marcus Neuroscience Institute. And we're adding now capacity in our clinical space for more research. We're very interested in and started doing some research in stem cells and stem cell treatment. And then also the hospital space, we're adding rooms because, again, we've outgrown the physical space of the Marcus Neuroscience Institute. And that's only been open since 2014. So really short time period, and we've already fully utilized the space and need more. So that's where we decided to target this and talk really about our work in stroke and what we're doing. But it's really an example of all the kind of work that we do every day throughout the hospital.
Right. And Debbie, you had just mentioned, you just underwent some surgery. So you've had firsthand experience, at Boca Regional. Tell us about your experience.
Well, I tell you, thank goodness we are involved in this, and we've done such a wonderful job making the hospital as good as we can make it, because I've had, unfortunately, several experiences in the last few years, but they've all been much easier and more wonderful because of the hospital. And my most recent one, I had a complete knee replacement, and I had fabulous nurses, and the doctors were in daily. All my doctors were in daily for my other conditions to check on me, see how I was doing. And that's all coordinated effort with the hospital. The nurses were fabulous. Doctors were fabulous. The food was wonderful. I had as good of an experience as you could have in a hospital just recently.
Right. Well, the Sheets Challenge right now is all virtual, so what types of methods have you used to share the message and to get, support behind this wonderful initiative? Steve, what kind of ways, have you been able to use to spread the word?
Mark and his team have just come together and put an incredible communications plan together. There is a direct mail piece that has gone out to all of our past donors. They have reached out to every one of our major donors and contributors to last year's ball and made them aware of the campaign and have asked them to consider to make a similar donation this year as a one-time event because of COVID. And Mark is reaching out individually, as Debbie and I are. And we also have a very special team of supporters out there who have supported the ball each year. And we've had a call with them, and they have gotten excited as usual. And so we've got a team of probably 12 to 15 other individuals who are very actively out in the community soliciting. Mark, you may want to add other things that we're doing.
Yeah, it is. It's a whole team of ambassadors that we have recruited that are spreading the word online, through word of mouth, talking with their friends about this challenge, and people have really responded well. You know, it speaks volumes to our community that we live in to have leadership like Steve and Debbie, and Bob and Debbie, you know, stepping up and wanting to be, and then our whole committee coming together and saying that the hospital is so important. We want to make sure everyone knows about this. And I feel so fortunate, so grateful every day to work in an environment where a community where leadership and supporting your community and making it the best it can be, you know, is really not something you see in every community across the country. And we're proud that the people of Boca Raton have really stepped forward to support us and support other charities in our community.
Yeah, we certainly have a wonderful philanthropic community, and I say that every single day. Now, you know, Mark, you know, you've had success raising funds virtually, but it looks like live events hopefully will come back very soon, including the much anticipated annual hospital gala, which is definitely the talk of the town. But do you think that moving forward there might be a hybrid between virtual and live?
Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing that we have learned throughout this past year is to be flexible and figure out ways to work around that. We hope that we're scheduled for February 2022 to have the hospital ball again at the Meisner Center at the Boca Raton Resort again. But we don't know how big that can be and what that'll look like. So we're planning, and we're setting up, for lack of a better term, different lanes of planning so that we can try different things and make sure we're nimble and shift accordingly. But the one thing we do know is somehow we need to get a group of people back together again, that people are ready. It may not be as large as we've done in the past, and we may offer alternative venues like tuning in to it, or, you know, Facebook Live, or, you know, all those things are being looked at as we plan going forward. The same is occurring for our Go Pink luncheon and also our annual golf tournament that we do in October and November. So, you know, it's a new world. You know, we all talk about that, and things are being done differently, and we're reinventing and innovating. That's how this whole idea of the Sheets Challenge came up, was because it was Steve and Debbie and Bob and Debbie that said, they came to me and said, look, we just can't let a year go by without doing something. And that's when Bob Sheets said, I'm going to give you $1 million, figure out how you can leverage that money to make things happen. And we all talked about it, discussed it, and thought this Sheets Challenge was a great way to do that. So it really is that, you know, you innovate when you have to and when you don't have to, and that's how you keep your organization fresh and keep people engaged.
Right. And Debbie, you know, for our viewers who want to participate, who want to donate, you know, what are the ways that they can do so? And is there an ending point for the Sheets Challenge?
Well, all of the people, there are various different venues that they can give money to. And there are things like buying a park bench or having a room named after you. And after just being in the hospital, it's really fun to walk around and see all my friends that are so supportive with their plaques on the wall. And it makes the therapy with walking around go a little bit easier. So just however people want to help, you know, just spreading the word, inviting people to be part of the challenge. You know, we have wonderful friends, so they will do whatever we need them to do.
Yeah, we just add a few other things. There actually is a website that we would be able to allow people to go to, and I'll actually make sure I read it correctly, but it's www.donate.brrh.com/Sheets Challenge. And so you can go on there and make any donation you've got. You can contact Mark in the foundation office. You can call Steve and Debbie Schmidt. and or any one of the staff members within the foundation. And I guess I would just add to that and that's really the challenge that I'd like to give to everyone watching this, that everyone who wants to be involved, we would love to have you be involved and to donate to what is truly a unique hospital environment in this country. There really is nothing else like Boca Regional. And for those of us that are so close to it, it is such a special place. And so anyone out there who's interested in helping and supporting, please contact the foundation and contact Steve and Debbie or through that website, and we would welcome your participation. Mark, any other things you would want to add? I
think that's so well said, Steve. And no gift is too small. It'll all be doubled. It'll all make a difference. And we invite you all to participate with us. It's really an exciting time for the future of our community and the healthcare that we're able to deliver to your friends and neighbors.
Hopefully we'll be back to dancing and celebrating.
Yes, Debbie. Yeah.
And you do have a deadline, right? I think that the sheet count ends in June.
Yes, June 30th is what we're trying to wrap everything up by. So we have a little bit of time here, but we don't want people to delay. Please send in your donation or contact us soon. There is some for various levels. There are some rooms and spaces where you can put your name, a plaque up with your name on it. Those are going quickly. So we'd encourage people to reach out to us sooner rather than later if they're interested in some of those things.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much to all of you for your time and your dedication to making our hospital, such a wonderful place. I mean, we are truly so grateful to have such a, one of the best hospitals in the country, truly, in our very own backyard. And it's, I think the past year has really reinforced the importance of that. And not only do you have such an amazing, you have such an amazing hospital, but you also have an amazing team of medical experts who also really are very caring. So we're really grateful for everything that you're doing.
And Olivia, thank you. It's been a pleasure meeting you.
Likewise. And nice seeing you, Mark. It's been a while. So we'll see all of you at live events very soon. But until then, take care. And thank you to our viewers for tuning in. We really appreciate your time and have a wonderful rest of your day and a great weekend.